We've got last minute New Year's Eve fashion makeovers from the Dollar Tree coming up after this. Okay, here we go. I have two dolls. I have chosen these dolls, which are budget beach dolls, budget water play dolls that I have put on WWE bodies, my favorite bodies, and I love these heads. They are usually so cool. They have more regular variety hair, so not crazy colors or anything. They're just everyday girls that look beautiful, and I've got their hair tied back because otherwise it gets all fluffy and frilly. I found these earrings. I never find earrings at the Dollar Tree, and these ones look really, really great for the style that I like, this little 80s feeling Dynasty Dallas kind of look that we're going for today. And then scrunchies. In the 80s, Barbies did come with scrunchies. When I saw these ones, I had to buy. I have all kinds of ones that I've already bought that I've never done this with, but I guess this is something that I like to do. And I couldn't help myself because these patterns are great. Yeah, scrunchies have been used with Barbies for years. And yeah, they make shawls, and you can do all kinds of crazy things with them. And then these will be what I use for the dresses. These headbands now, they're attached really strangely. And also crushed velvet corduroy. I mean, I guess that's kind of 80s for sure. These will make great dresses. Let me show you how I do this. Oh yeah, the reason why I chose these and not my Wild Hearts crew or my color reveal heads that are hard, because these girls do have, I have pierced their ears before, so, and you can't pierce the ears of the hard-headed ones. So it is all about these crazy earrings, but they are just going to be the afterthought. And unlike some of my videos, I have my shoes ready this time that I gathered from my WWE collection that I think could probably look good. So the first thing we're going to have to do is open these, and we're going to have to stitch rip them open. Well, I guess I probably should cut them to make it quick and easy, but I don't want to waste anything, so, and sometimes you get surprised what you find. So let me pull this stuff apart, find a seam, and show you what we come up with. This is what it looked like before, which is kind of a puzzle. Not really sure how this works, but we may be able to use this tube of material also as stockings, socks, we'll see. So after deconstructing the black version of this, we are left with, we're getting a lot for our money here. We're getting a tube, one very long tube, two very long tubes, three long tubes. This one's good for socks. And then we get this elastic, which we probably can use at some later time too. I guess I will do the black dress on the brown-haired girl and the brown dress on the black-haired girl. Even though I like monochromatic, you just pull it up. You don't need to sew it or anything. What you're looking for when you're looking for headbands for doll dresses are just very elasticy materials. Always try them in this area. This is what you want them to be, stretchy, and I find that the more narrow the better. But we have an instant glamorous dress that I hope you can see how nice it is, and the seam is kind of seamless in the back because usually the tubes are joined like that, and it can be a full length gown. I don't even have to cut it, but you can also make a mini skirt by cutting it up, bunch it up in different areas, but I think we don't want to have it bunchy. We want it to be sleek. And will this be a totally long black gown. One of them should be long and one of them should be short, just to bring some diversity to it. And also have it puddle on the bottom, so you could put all the puddling on the bottom. Kind of like what we're going to do when we use the scrunchie. Now you could finish off the edge, but it seems to be rolling under and disguising itself, so I don't know. I mean, there's nothing more simple than that, is there? Let's do it to the brown one as well. I guess I don't have to feel guilty. I've got all of this extra stuff that I can cut up in different sizes. You can do tube tops, you can do little maxi skirts, you can... endless possibilities. Okay, so we're going to be able to see things more clearly with the brown. That is the unfinished edge, which is kind of nice enough. I would recommend folding this under and doing a back stitch on the top here. I think that would be a good idea. I have yet to do that. Things seem to not unravel this way, so it's fine. It's all ready to go. Now, let me show you how these leg warmer socks would work. I don't think that would be a very glamorous look, so we're not going to do that today, but these tubes, oh yeah, they're perfect. And you cut them off a little bit, put them on with the right shoe, the right boot. They look real nice, and they can be leg warmers or socks or sleeves, depending on what you want to do. Maybe we could do that today for an off the sleeve number. That would probably look good with the black. I guess we probably should do that. So maybe we'll do a little short black skirt, and we'll do a long brown gown. So I'm just going to measure the doll by putting the long dress on again, and I will bunch it up as needed, and I can see that all I have to do is cut it at this point for a beautiful long floor length gown. I think I'm going to turn it inside out so it cuts neater, because that way I can cut against the seam, and I just feel, even though not really necessary, we're running out of time. New Year's Eve is approaching. We have to get out that door. So I take this, and I guess I have to put it on again. And we're going to make two dresses out of this one tube in a single shot. This could totally make this a really cool barbarian dress too. I like the little bit of fur at the top. But I'm just going to measure it at the bottom of the feet. I'm going to be generous and make it really long, because we don't have any mistakes. Cut it straight across with these scissors. And I'm going to try on this little tube dress skirt top, depending on, we're going to find out soon how well that's going to fit. Okay, yeah, it's long enough for a dress, so that's cool. So you can see we have a more casual look. Add some leg warmers to that, and that would be like, that does kind of look like a cave dress. Her name would be Shiva. That could be really cool. But I think that a shorter a little black dress, an LBD, would make that look more glamorous. So this is not looking as glamorous in short form, so we will choose the long form for the brown. Okay, here are the finished gowns. We're using that classic fashion rule, less skin on the bottom, more skin shown on top. If you're showing skin on the bottom, show less skin on top. Just the contrast is nice and makes for a classy look. Both of these gowns turned out great. These sleeves were just cut, no hemming needed. When you put your arms down, they join, they look nice. I would recommend, again, if you want to keep them and have them, not fray or anything and looking fresh, I would do a back stitch on those. But pretty glamorous, shiny, crushed velvet gowns. Let's start accessorizing. So maybe we have to choose the earrings first. When you're looking for earrings for your dolls, you want to make sure that there is a flat profile here, and it appears that these ones do have that. Are we going to... I think we're going to use these ones. Look at all of the choices that we have here, but these black ones are so nice, and I would say that they're the most 80s. Now, do we want to... It's hard to decide. Do we want to contrast? I specifically was happy with the two shawls that I chose because they had black and brown in both of them, and that means that they will be interchangeable and mixable. Okay, so I'm thinking that that earring doesn't look so good with her outfit because of the color of her hair, at least in this contrast. Maybe that's not going to work out. Let's try it over here in this girl. It's looking more like a headphone or goiter, so yeah, we're not gonna go with those. Let's maybe try doing some gold pearls. You have to be careful about keeping earrings like this in your dolls, though, because they can tarnish. I've had that happen. Usually, especially if you're getting them from the dollar store, they're not going to be made with the best metals. I think that's acceptable. I would prefer if they were lower, but the holes are already in her head, so I'm not going to change that, and just adds a little bit of bling. That might be not right. Here, let's try one more earring just to make sure. These ones have a much flatter profile, but you can see here, here's what you don't want. See how they lump out? You do want something that's flat normally when you're choosing an earring. But the shape of these might work to our advantage. Okay, I think we can agree that those ones are better, even though that they're more subtle. But subtle is good. Yeah, that's the other thing when you're looking for earrings. You want to find really small ones because they're going to scale so large in Barbie land. Okay, here we go. Classy, demure. Since we went with the gold, I think we're going to go with the gold pumps in this case. So she's looking like $1 million. This is one classy New Year's Eve event, and just think, her gown's from the Dollar Tree. Now, for her, silver, I don't know. Black doesn't look good because of her hair color. It just blends in too much, and those seem to go out too far. So I think again we're going to try to find the lowest profile earring we can find. Maybe these gold, losing the backs. Gold diamonds. I'm not liking how that looks. I think the only other flat profile one are these hearts. And they too are a little too big. So lesson be learned here. None of these earrings fall in the right direction. Now you can bend the backs of them sometimes and make them fall differently. Maybe I'll try that. I don't even like hearts usually in fashion, but they look pretty good. I mean, they do look a little bit like headphones, but pretty nice in general. And to add some bling, and I guess we're going to mix things up. We could go with a nude pump like this. That would be fine, but I think we will put on black pumps, and we know that that's gonna tie in nicely. Yeah, or do we put on boots? Do we put boots on her? Maybe that's what we want to do. Now she's showing little skin on the bottom and little skin on top. Those boots are a little husky. That's a winter look. We'll stick with the golden pumps. We'll stick with the pumps all around because it is, after all, the 80s today. Yeah, outfits are looking good. We have a mess here. I guess that's what the bottom of the closet looks like when you're getting ready in a fast flash. Okay, and then the pièce de résistance. We have these are really big scrunchies. They might be a little too much, but it's cold, it's January 1st. So how do we decide who gets which shawl? I think I know what I have decided. I guess this brown is really in this dress here, so we're gonna do that. It looks good from all directions. It is a flouncy, puffy, fluffy, can be worn in so many ways. She does look like she stepped out of a Barbie catalog, but I would say even better. It looks really expensive. Yeah, she's looking expensive. And then adjust stuff. Yeah, I'm always freaked out at how good these look. Now, I never want to keep them because I never hem them, and they do get all frayed, so I think maybe I might try hemming these things, and then I'll want to keep them as everyday pieces, because you can dress up, dress down a little black skirt, but this looks really, really good. And you know the possibilities are endless with things you can do with a scrunchie. Like, check out this crazy gown. Yeah, different adjustments. Okay, I'm noticing that her hands are taking the color of the black stuff, so you gotta be careful with stuff like that too, I guess, with cheap materials, but things like that can happen. I would say very successful last minute Dollar Tree fashions. I hope you enjoyed these. Remember to, when you're looking at the Dollar Tree, that you can find things and try to see them differently and try to imagine what they could be. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. Happy New Year. Okay, let's try to make a good thumbnail here. Okay, what a mess. Can I show them head to toe? I should probably fix up their hair first. I think they look pretty good. Glamorous. Super glamorous. Sparkly. Oh, I should have adjusted the earrings so they went down lower. I'm also worried about the staining that's going on with this black dress.